9 times 2 is 8. I can't do that while fucking tanking, dude. What do you do? Why give me math equations? I'm trying to tank a dungeon. Welcome in. It's the first episode of the Field Trip podcast. Today we have Carter with us, a prominent member of the Mythic Plus community. Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. So I'm Carter. I play Demon Hunter. I stream sometimes. I'm not like a avid streamer, but I stream on occasion just to have fun with it. So I play Demon Hunter since my start. Whether it's been Havoc mainly lately, but it's been Vengeance over time, and it'll be Vengeance next season. So
Nice.
yeah, I've played WoW for a little while. And it's been, I don't have any alts, so it's been Demon Hunter the whole time.
Gotcha. When did you start playing World of Warcraft?
So I started actually, so no, I haven't played, I have not played retail the whole time because I started on Classic. I was actually a RuneScape player back in the day, and I started World of Warcraft in Classic right before Shadowlands came out. And then as soon as I probably played Classic for like 6 months before Shadowlands came out. And then as soon as Shadowlands launched, I started retail, and I played. Wait, go this way. I played retail since, so I haven't gone back to Classic.
Gotcha. Has
Yeah.
when you started playing World of Warcraft, was Mythic Plus, that's the thing that drew you in? Is that your main go-to when you jump in a game?
Yeah, so ever since the beginning, Mythic Plus has kind of been my thing. A buddy got me into Classic, and the only thing really that I enjoyed in Classic was DPS meters in dungeons.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Yo, this is sick." And then we got into retail, and I was like, "Dude, the DPS meters in retail are like way better, like way more. I don't know. It's like more of a thing, I guess. I don't know. I guess it's a thing in Classic too, but
the numbers, right? They just look.
it's the numbers, yeah.
Yeah.
No, DD. So yeah, it's always been a thing. Like that's what I enjoy is DPS meters and improving and doing better and beating other people, and yeah. So
I got you.
it's always been Mythic Plus. I've never PvP'd, never done anything.
That's sick. Hell yeah. Looks like the healer went down in key. Oh no.
Healer went down.
Yeah. All right. Has Demon Hunter has that been your main ever since you started playing, or have you tried other characters or tunes out, or is Demon Hunter has been your main?
Yeah, so Demon Hunter has been my main ever since I was leveling. So I started as a warrior. That was the first character I made because I played a warrior in Classic. So the healer did not have threat, by the way. So I played a warrior, and so during leveling, like while we were leveling, my buddy was playing a Demon Hunter, and he was like questing, like jumping off mountains, gliding down, taking a bunch of shortcuts, and I was like, dude, this is sick. I want to do that.
Oh yeah.
And so then that's why I made a Demon Hunter, just so I could level easier, and I thought the class was really cool, and it like looked cool aesthetically. And so yeah, ever since then, I just stuck with a Demon Hunter, and I started as a tank. I had a warrior as well that I played a little bit, but no, I don't do alts. I can't do alts. So yeah, it's been Demon Hunter since day one.
One trick pony. Gotcha. No, that's
yep.
Cool. I think you said you were going from DPS to tank. So that being said, going into season 2, you're going to be transitioning into being a main tank for Mythic Plus. Are you excited for the new dungeon pool? Since you're going to be tanking those, are you prepared for those? And which dungeon are you looking forward to the most?
The most? Good question.
Yeah.
I actually don't really know. I haven't looked at them, to be honest with you. I know Theater of Pain's coming, and I'm not looking forward to that. And other than that,
no way.
Yeah. I don't really know any of them, to be quite honest. I know there's like a Motherlode but I don't know if that's like an old dungeon coming back or if that's a. Yeah,
Well,
dude,
there.
I don't.
I got you. I got you.
I don't know anything. I just kind of log on. I do Mythic Plus. That's about it, dude.
So
It's
it
pretty boring,
sounds
man.
it sounds like you're excited for the next season, though. That's what I drew from that. It sounds like
So
you're
I'm very
prepared, and ready to
excited,
go.
mainly
Yeah.
because Vengeance is going to be meta again,
Yep.
and or at least it is right now,
Hmm.
and that means I'll actually. Well, I guess it doesn't mean that, but hopefully it means I'll do okay as a tank.
You're gonna do
Because that's what I'm
great.
gonna main. So
You'll do
I
great.
think
You'll
I,
do
think I think I'm excited for it, just mainly just because new content and
Yeah.
it's kind of dry right now.
It is. It is. All right. How was okay? I'm just curious about your thoughts on this. Seeing that it seems like that the dungeon design is leading towards this, do you think it's a healthy way for dungeons and the way they develop new dungeons going forward to be based around Mythic Plus? Do you think the dungeon design team should be leaning into dungeon designs based off the Mythic Plus? So like pull structures, boss dynamics, stuff like that. Do you think that's healthy for the game?
So dungeon designs based off Mythic Plus, or
Yep.
like what else would they be based off? I guess.
So like dungeons, they design dungeons around pull structure now. So like every pull is specific and it has certain count in it, stuff like that, right? So each mob does a certain ability. They got a bunch of mini bosses in there. They don't just make a dungeon just to make a dungeon. They make the dungeons with Mythic Plus in mind, right? So do you think that's healthy for the game as a whole? Is that like
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I think. Sorry, I died.
Oh
I think.
my god, he's down! Oh!
I think. I think it's good.
Yeah.
If it's with Mythic Plus in mind, I think that's the majority of the people that are going to see the content are the people that run Mythic Plus. So I think if you focus it around Mythic Plus, then majority of people are going to be happy, or you're at least going to know what people want from the dungeons. So I guess people want different things, right? But I'd say for the most part, people don't like really tight hallways, like really difficult to see trees blocking everything.
True. Yeah.
Like you can, I don't know, you can design it with who's going to be in it the most in mind. And I mean, I guess you want to make it like aesthetically pleasing, right? Like you want to be able to like show off how cool of an area that you designed is and blah, blah, blah. But I think for the most part, the people that are going to see it the most are Mythic Plus players. And if you don't design it with them in mind, you're just going to have bad feedback and people are not going to like it and it'll feel bad. So I think...
Yeah. We got to
say...
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't want to say that like you only design it with Mythic Plus people in mind. Like I think that's kind of unrealistic. But I think overall you definitely should. You don't want to not think about it.
Got it. No, that makes sense. I agree with you. I agree. We got a question coming in from chat from Rod Slippy. He's wondering, what guard do you use when you're trimming your beard?
I use a 5mm guard.
There it is. Nice. We got another question in actually from Dee Dee, asking, how does Carter feel about his guild, the Carter Fan Club?
Very honored. I think that's super cool. I was actually told about it not too long ago, and I think
I'm gonna have to join.
You are gonna have to join. Yeah. I think we may be wiping here.
No.
So yeah. Maybe we're not wiping. Okay, thank God. No, I think it's cool. I was just told about it the other day, and I think that's one of the cooler things that has happened to me. Pretty funny. Got some familiar names in there. Yeah, that was cool.
Gotcha,
you should be in it. Should get Tylenol in there.
I'll get the priest in there. I don't see why not.
I don't see why not either.
We got a little out there question. Do you think there should be, if they were to introduce a new class into the game, do you have any recommendations, or do you wish there was any like specific class in the game that might be in another MMO? Does anything come to mind?
Um,
Like a tinker class, or like something like that?
ooh,
Is it?
man,
Have you,
I like new class.
yeah.
Okay. Man, that's a good question. I
Yeah.
don't have a whole lot of experience with with MMOs, to be honest. Like I've
Gotcha.
heard people talk about like a bard type class. I don't even
Yeah.
know what that is. I don't know what that
Yeah.
means. I've heard, like AUG is pretty new, and I think an AUG is kind of cool. I think a lot of people don't like AUG, but I think it's kind of cool. I would never play it because I don't play anything other than Demon Hunter, but I think it's just something different to add.
Yeah, I think they did well with the OG, with implementing the OG. I'm not a fan of it, but
Yeah.
it is, the idea of it's pretty neat. It seems like a lot of people are enjoying it, so it was cool.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah,
it's kind of outside the box.
yeah.
I think, yeah, I would like, you know, I am very, very baseline in how I play this game and things I know about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even know what classes can dispel or decurse or anything. I
You're
don't know.
hearing it here first. Typical Demon Hunter player right here, dude. Here he
I don't know
is. Holy.
I don't know anything.
No
Yeah.
way, dude. No.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
don't
All right.
no idea.
All right. We'll move on from that. How about this? Since looking into the future and WoW just announced this, are you stoked for player housing? Is that something that you're looking forward to? Yes, no? What are you thinking about
Am I personally
that? Are you,
looking forward
yeah,
to it?
yeah.
No, because I probably won't have one or I won't do anything with it.
Gotcha.
I think it's cool for the game. I think it's cool for the social aspect of the game. I think the social aspect is kind of falling off right now.
Mhm.
Now, okay, I say I'm not gonna do it before it has come out, right? So once
There
it
it
comes
is.
out,
There it is. He's going to do it. You're going to do it.
I may do it, right? I may
Okay.
actually do it, but just in my head, it doesn't sound like something that I would do. So I'm just assuming I'm not going to. But I might enjoy it.
Yeah, you never know
Who
until you
knows?
try it, right? It could
Never
be
know,
fun.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, since we're on the topic of the housing system,
Yeah.
when you're inside your house and you're sitting at the dinner table, right?
Sure.
What's your go-to dinner and dessert? What's your favorite dinner and favorite dessert?
Okay, so my go-to and my favorite are two different things because I make the same thing for dinner every single night. So
Gotcha.
I get home, I make a cup of rice, a bag of frozen broccoli, and a chicken breast every night.
Nice. That's healthy. Healthy, man.
And then, but that's not my go-to. My go-to dinner would probably be, like if I had to choose, probably a steak. Like
Oh, yeah.
You just can't go wrong with a steak. That sounds cliche, but like a nice fillet is just, I mean, hard to beat that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You said dessert too, right?
Of course, yes. It's tough.
That is tough.
I'm a fan of cheesecake, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
A cheesecake guy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to even think of a dessert that I've had in the recent past. All these casts are going off, by the way.
Healer down, healer down.
Cheesecake is biz. I don't like cake, so that's not my thing. I'm not a cake fan, not a cake enjoyer. So it wouldn't be cheesecake for me. I mean, I'm a big ice cream fan, so it'd probably be just like a Blizzard from Dairy Queen or something, man. Like,
hey, dude, I like that.
Massive fan.
Oh yeah.
Massive fan of Dairy Queen Blizzards.
Gotcha.
Yeah, haven't had one in a long time, so now, yeah, that sounds excellent.
Sounds like something in the near future.
Does.
A little more on the topic when we're thinking about outside. You have any hobbies outside the game? Anything that you do when you're not playing World of Warcraft, when you're not in the Mythic Plus?
Yeah, I probably golf is my biggest one, my biggest hobby.
That's fun.
Big golfer. I find anything outside to be rather enjoyable.
Hmm.
Going on walks. I have a pool here, so hanging
Nice.
out by the pool. What else? Mainly I play golf during the summer, and then I have a motorcycle, so that's a big one.
Nice.
That's probably my biggest.
Maybe we get a picture that up on screen. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's yeah, golf, motorcycle, and just like going on walks and shit, man. That's it's a
Nice.
good time.
Nature, dude.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah, yeah,
nature.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, this is this question. We'll see what you think. I'm just curious what you think about this. If how do you think the Mythic Plus scoring system? How do you think it? Does it help the scene? Does it help the community? Do you think the IO is a good judgment of someone's ability to join a key? Is that like a good way for Blizzard or them to like the Raider IO score itself? Do you think that's a good judgment of someone's ability to be part of a key group, right? Or do you think there needs to be another way to judge? Yeah.
Ability. No, I don't. I think IO is a good judgment of somebody's experience in keys.
Hmm.
But just because they have experience doesn't mean they're good. If I'm looking for somebody who's like really really good to like make sure I time a key, then wait, sorry, then I'm going to go to Warcraft logs. If I want somebody who's like good enough to like I'm just like really just looking for somebody to fill my spot here,
Hmm.
then I go by IO because they've at least like I've this tank has seen a 12 before, like they know um like what it looks like and that kind of thing. But if I want to know how good somebody is, I'm going to go to look at their logs. So I think IO is definitely
It's a good
uh
starter, probably.
it's a good starter.
Yeah.
I think without it, a lot of people would lose motivation.
Yeah.
I think logs or IO is a lot like DPS meters. It's like you want to compare yourself against everybody else and beat everyone else in
Hmm.
DPS meters, and you want to beat everybody else in their IO. So it all kind of correlates, I think, with people getting like addicted or like why people keep coming back and like just constant improving and improving and improving. So
True.
I think it's necessary. I think it's a very good thing that they added, not like as a part of WoW, not an actual add-on. I think that
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
good move.
No, that is
Um,
it is. I thought when they implemented it into the game instead of you having to go to the Raider Eye website, them having it in the game is actually pretty nice as well.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a good starter. I don't think it's a good indicator of like skill or like how good you are,
Yeah.
but it's definitely like more of an experience based. Okay, this guy's at least seen a 12, right?
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Um, how do you feel about the Mythic Plus reward structure? So we grind out the keys all week, and then we build up our vault. And then Tuesday morning, when the servers come back up, we go to the vault and we look at what loot we'll be able to pick up today. Do you think it's
Mm-hmm.
a good reward structure, or do you think they could work on it?
I don't think it's a. I don't want to say I don't think it's a good reward structure. I think it could be definitely improved upon
Yeah.
very easily.
Hmm.
I think it's. I think it's okay, but it leaves in the chance to like for somebody to go 3 weeks without getting anything, and that feels really bad.
Yeah.
That discourages somebody. Like actually, the buddy that I used to play with,
Yeah.
he went like 5 or 6 weeks without a single upgrade. Got super mad. I'm not
Oh.
joking. He literally has not played since.
Yeah.
That was back in Shadowlands.
That's
He was like,
demoting,
"This
dude.
is dumb. I don't like it. I don't have fun. Blah blah blah."
Well,
So
because he probably saw all of his friends and his homies get like
me,
bis weapons, bis trinkets.
yeah,
Yeah, you were the guy. You got everything,
yeah, I
and
was
he
the
got
guy.
nothing.
I was the
Yeah.
guy. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so that feels bad. I
Hmm.
think there should be and easily could be a system to make like I think I was thinking about this the other day, like where you get you can pick currency or whatever. Like people get sockets right now, or they buy the sockets with the currency.
Yeah.
You just get currency for every week that you don't get a good vault. You choose currency, and then it takes 3 weeks for you to pick currency to get the item that allows you to buy a piece. So if you get unlucky 3 weeks in a row, then you're guaranteed a piece that you want or something like that.
Bad luck protection, essentially, right?
Bad luck protection.
Yeah.
They could also put like delves into the system where delves give you more vault options. Like you get 4 or 5 vault slots instead of 3. Or vaults give you a currency to oh my god. Vaults give you a currency to pick whatever loot item that you want.
Do you think they should introduce or reintroduce, I guess, like the badge of justice vendor where you farm badges? They'll obviously probably have to cap it weekly, but it'll give you the ability to buy any piece of gear. But you just grind up that, I guess, is it Valor Stones, but they would call it badge of justice. And they would have a vendor to have the whole loot table out there, and you could just purchase anything. You think that would be kind of like that?
I think when you start entering those picking your own loot options, it's kind of a slippery slope. Like you could really like people would be out of content and max gear like really quickly if you do it incorrectly. So you would have to time gate it relatively significantly. I think 3 weeks is a pretty good amount of time on a vault to okay, we should give you something.
That's true.
Rather than like, I think people have talked about in the past where like you just automatically, like instead of a random piece of gear from the vault, you should be able to pick. I think that would be too much, but I think, VLP for 3 weeks would be a relatively solid timetable, I think.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, you're right. It's a good idea. It's definitely, I think they got to work on it, but
yeah. There's definitely options that they have.
So there's one thing I'm curious about your thoughts on is the affix system. So they seem to be reworking the affixes every season now. Do you think affixes should be more or less something you can choose? Like, so every key you're able to like pick your affix for that key and give you options on the affixes? Or do you like how they are now? Like, essentially they got rid of almost every affix last season, right? This is the first season in the new expansion where they removed all the affixes and gave us like just that one base affix. Do you think affixes should be part of the Mythic Plus system, or should they just get rid of them? Like, is that?
I think obviously affixes are kind of their way to keep content fresh.
Yeah.
So I don't think affixes are necessarily a bad thing, and I actually don't mind them this season. I think they're set up in a pretty good way overall. Should you be able to pick your affix?
Yeah.
I feel like if you did that, then people would just pick the same affix for every single key they ran.
True.
I guess unless like certain affixes are better for certain dungeons or something, it would just kind of be like, it would be like the meta affix would be picked on every single one.
Gotcha.
That turned into a 13R car, by the way.
Whoa, dude, you two-chested now. Let's go. Nice.
We did two-chest that. That was pretty nuts.
Oh yeah. We'll do
probably 13 AK for a content key would be kind of fun.
It could be. What we'll do, we'll do like a sign-off. So what do you, if you were to give like one motivational thing for chat, some motivational speech, what would you send off for chat? Something that you could, like, what's a good?
We were talking about this earlier. I think a good thing that people can get in the habit of is cleaning making their bed every day. Right?
We did say this earlier, yeah.
We did talk about this earlier. So making your bed every day is a good start to your day to accomplish a very quick and easy goal.
Yeah.
And then you can work on your next little milestone.
It's a good way to get the day started, yeah.
It's a good way to get the day started. Yeah, I think people, a lot of times people don't have or they can fall into a rut in life where they don't really have a purpose, like they don't have anything that they want to work towards every day, and they don't have a goal, whether it's, I want to move out of my house, or I want to buy a car, or I want to get a dog, or I want to have a family, or I want to do something every day. And like you have something that you're working towards. It doesn't have to be a career, it could be anything. I think you just have to have something that gets you up every day, to keep from falling into this like rut of the same Groundhog Day over and over and over, and then you start getting sad, then you get depressed, then you're on medication, and then it just gets worse, and it's a terrible cycle.
It is a snowball effect. Yeah.
It's a snowball effect, man. It is. It's real. I have people in my life that went down that rabbit hole. So I think it's important to have something in your life that you're really going towards. So I think mini accomplishments every day, starting with making your bed, clean your house, make the environment around you clean and make you feel good. And sooner or later you're a product of your environment, right? You'll feel better.
I love it. Yes, I do the same thing. I actually don't make my bed. The one thing I do, I go out, I do the dishes, dude, every day, because that's my one mini goal. You need one mini goal. That gets the ball rolling though. But dude,
kind of made.
Hey, dude, that's more made than most people in chat. I guarantee it. That actually looks really good, dude.
All right.
What we'll do, we'll sign off here.
You do a tattoo check?
Oh, my bad. We got to get a tattoo check. Carter just got a new tattoo. Look at that. That's incredible.
If you can see it,
dude.
Kind of like see.
How long? How many sessions? That was two sessions.
Yeah, this was. It's Hercules. That was 9 hours on Saturday to do like this part.
Yeah.
And then 10 hours on Sunday to do the rest.
Looks amazing. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
The quality is incredible. I feel like.
Yeah, he's nuts, man.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being part of the field trip. Thanks for coming in. If you want to let people know that you stream, you let the guys know that you stream. Tell them where to find you.
Yeah, I stream on occasion. Always Carter is my Twitch name. Feel free if you feel like watching a below average Demon Hunter. Yeah, man, I stream a couple times a week, once or twice a week. So
gotcha. Everyone, drop them a follow. Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll see you later,
man.
All right.
See you guys.
All right, later.